and welcome back to my channel. Warm welcomes to you all. This video is a demonstration and walkthrough as well as a flip through of the new thread tracker bundle pack for those of you that have a cross stitch digital planner or floss tube digital planner. There was a lot of requests to have a thread tracking option, so I have created inserts which are now available in the Etsy store for you to purchase and download if you would like. Now, before you go heading off over there, I thought I would give you the opportunity to have a quick look to see if it is something that you would like first. So without further ado, let's head on over. So I have created a few different options for those that wanted them. Again, I've based what's available on requests and thoughts and feedback that I've received. So first up is the DMC. Now this is just the standard stranded cotton DMC range. It does not include the metallics and it does not include the variegated threads. So this is just your standard set DMC colours. So as you can see, it's got the number, it's got the name, it's got a reference, a rough guide reference to the colour, and then there's a space saying quantity. This is where you will put in how many skeins of that thread that you've got, so that way you will know if you get down to one, you need to purchase a new one. You will notice at the bottom, I have put on there, it is an example of colour reference only. Use this only as a guide. Obviously, the thread colour and the colour that on the screen will always vary slightly. I've tried to make them as closely matched as possible, but of course they will not be perfect. So for those that are looking for perfect conversion, you would need to look at your standard DMC thread charts that you can get from DMC, where it's actually on the fabric that's in the book. This is on screen, so therefore I've closely matched as best I can, but it is just as a guideline and just as an example. It's not 100% accurate. So everything is on there for you. I think there is, so that's 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages of standard cotton DMC. I have left the rest of the columns in there for you, so inevitably all brands at some point will bring out or release a new colour, and when they do, you're not going to want to come back, and I'm not going to want to keep updating one after the other. So this gives you the option for you to add those threads at the end. Of course they won't drop in numerically, they will just be put in order as and when they are released, but it makes it so that you can track additional threads as and when they are released. So that is the DMC threads. I have also created a similar version for the Gentle Arts threads. It's a bit more tricky to get the colours for the Gentle Arts threads, purely because a lot of the threads are very variegated, and obviously I can't replicate the variegated versions on the screen. So I've picked the most predominant colour within the thread and used that as the example. And again, same setup, number, name, a rough idea of the colour, and a space for the quantity for you to add the number of skeins that you have in your stash. So that is the Gentle Arts. Again, I have left spaces for you for any new threads that get released or when they do their limited editions, so that you can add those also. As well as that, I have created a miscellaneous version. So basically it's just a complete and utter blank. This is for those of you that have got other brands of threads that you would like to track. It allows for you to do it page by page, so for each page you could put a title at the top of the brand, or you could just put the name of the brand in the name. So again, completely up to you, but it's just a miscellaneous version for you to use as you so wish. Finally, we have a project thread conversion. This was a request from someone for those of you that do conversions and would like to track what conversions you made to a project. So it gives you the option to put in whatever the called for thread was, or the original thread, and then what you changed it to. I've left these columns fairly large to allow for you to put in the brand names as well as the colour change. So for those of you that do a lot of converting of colours or switching out of threads, this is a insert for you. So that is what comes within the pack. Now to give you a quick demonstration on how we actually get these files into your planner. So the files that you will receive will be zip files. Etsy doesn't allow the space that I need to download these individually for you. So rather than leave you to try and work out how to unzip these on your iPad to use them, I thought I would do a quick demonstration to show you how we do it. So the file that you will receive in your download will be a zipped file. So if I go into my files, this is a downloaded zip file. So once you've downloaded it, chances are over here on the right hand side, you would have either downloaded it to your downloads, or you may have put it into a folder of your choice. So as you can see, I've got mine on my iCloud. So let me go back. So mine's in my iCloud, and I've put mine in a folder called demo, but you will obviously download to wherever you prefer. So as you can see, it says thread inserts zip. It's a zip file. Now we don't want to just click on this because it won't actually download it. So if you look up here on the top right hand corner, it will say select. If you click on select, you'll get a little circle in the middle. You put a tick on that, and then if you look down, you will either have a 3 dots or you'll have this more button. So if I click on the more button, you will see it gives me the option here to uncompress. So that's what we want to do. We want to uncompress this zip file. So if I click on uncompress, you'll see that it's now created a folder and it's got 8 items in it. So if I now click on that, this is all the files of the inserts for you to use. So now how do we get these inserts that we've downloaded into our planner? So first things first, we need to make a decision where we're going to put our inserts. So for me personally, I think I will be putting mine under the stash. So for my threads, I'm going to put it under my stash area. Now under stash, obviously you've got the templates already in situ, and obviously you may have duplicated some of those, but obviously we now need a blank page or some blanks in there so that we can put our threads in. So I'm going to show you how we move the blanks. So for those of you that don't already know how to do this. So first things first, I'm going to go up to these 4 squares up at the top. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to scroll right the way down to the bottom because the blank pages should be down here. So as you can see, we've got lined, we've got graphed, we've got various different ones, and then obviously you can see there's some blank ones here. So I've got 3 blanks, 4 blanks. So how do we move one of these blanks and duplicate the blanks? So first things first, we're going to go up to the top here and we're going to hit select. And you'll notice that underneath each of the slides, you'll see a little circle, and obviously it's got the number of slides within it. So we're going to pick one of the blanks. So I'm going to pick this one, 195. Okay, and then at the top here, it will say copy, rotate, export, or trash. I'm going to click on copy. You'll see it copying. It says copied and a tick. Now I'm going to go up here and I'm just going to select done. Okay. So now I'm going to navigate back. So I'm going to close out of this completely. I want to navigate back to my stash. Okay, so I'm going to click on stash. And then I'm going to go back up to my 4 squares up here. The reason I do this is because if you click on the slide that you're on, it will put a blue line around it and take it within the thumbnails to the slides that you want. So as you can see, I've got stuff in here. This is all my templates I've already got. I come to the end. Obviously I've already got blanks in there, but I'm going to show you how you do it. So say for instance, I want to go to this slide here, which is the last slide in that section that's got anything on it. So obviously it looks at the moment as though I'm about to overwrite onto this, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to show you how we do this. So we're going to go up here to this one that's got the plus sign. Again, we're in the non-editing mode. We know that because we've got a pen with a swirl around it, and obviously there's no toolbar here. So we're going to click on the plus sign. And obviously it's showing us our current page, and you've got before, after and last page. So we want to make sure that it's after. And obviously we've got a page that we copied, so all we want to do is click this paste page. And obviously we're telling it we want to paste the page after this page. So if I now paste page, it pastes me a blank in. So once you've got that blank in situ, and just to prove the point, if I go here, you'll see that the one before is the one that we said. Now I've got an extra blank. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blanks. So now, if you put one in there, the easiest way now to create a few more blanks so that you're ready for your inserts is literally this little arrow down here. Click it. It gives you these options. You just want to duplicate. So we click duplicate, and it will create another slide for you. So then you want to make sure that you've got enough slides in there for all of your inserts to come in. So at this point now, obviously I know that's the one that we was on, that was our charts. This is my first blank, so this is where I'm going to put my first insert. So to get the insert in, it's very, very easy. Very, very easy. So I'm going down here to the bottom of my screen, and I'm going to slide my finger up gently, which will bring up this bar. Obviously, because I was in my files last, it's going to bring up the last things that I was touching, if you like. So I'm going to click and hold, and I'm just going to drag. I'm going to drag this over to the right until it does this, and then I'm going to release it. Now, yours might not have navigated to where you want it. Yours might have navigated somewhere else. But just as an example, we navigate to the folder. That was the original zip. Here is that folder that it created saying threads insert. So I'll click on that. You can see you've got DMC 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that's all your DMCs in order. You've got a Gentle Arts 1 and 2. You've got your thread conversion insert, and you've got your miscellaneous threads. So first of all, I'm going to put my DMCs in. So I'm going to click and hold on DMC 1, which will bring up this box. I'm going to click here at copy. I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to press and hold, and then it gives me the paste option. Okay, I'm going to paste, and then see this little section here, this little bar. I'm going to put my finger on that, and I'm going to slide this off because I want to make it disappear, which gives us this. So now we can resize to our heart's content. Now, I'm happy with it like that. You might decide that you would like to put the title, or you would like to put up the top here what brand of thread this is, in which case you can put a text box up here, or you can write it in. I don't need to. I can see straight away that this is my DMC range. So for me, I'm just going to make this a hair breadth larger, and then click off. So that is my first DMC thread insert in. So now I'm just going to slide over to the next slide, which is another blank, and I'm going to do the same thing for DMC 2. So I'm coming down to the bottom of the screen and disappearing off the screen, and I'm just literally sliding my finger up my iPad. Here's my folder. I'm going to click and hold, drag it off to the right, click on my threads insert. I want my DMC 2. I'm clicking and holding, select copy, click and hold anywhere on the white screen, click paste, and that is my threads number 2. So I'm now going to close this down by dragging and just keeping my finger on it and sliding it off the side of the screen. And now using this little round circle with the arrows, I'm going to resize my insert to where I want it. Okay, so that is number 2 done. So there we go, that is slide 2. So now I'm just going to slide to the next slide, and I'll do exactly the same for number 3. So now how do I get in? Where am I going to put my conversion? Now my conversion one's more of a projecty thing, so I'm going to go to projects, I think, and put the thread converter tracker into projects rather than stash. So to do that, again, I'm going up here because at the moment I'm in editing mode. I want to come off editing mode. I'm going to click up here. I'm going to go to projects, which brings me to my projects divider. I'm going to go up to the 4 squares at the top. As you can see, the blue line is round the divider that I'm on. You can see all my other templates that I've filled out and that I'm currently using. So I'm going to scroll down until I get to this one, which is my last one. So I'm going to click on that. Oh, I've already put one in. Okay, so as I've already got one in there, I'm going to have to demonstrate once more how we get the blank page. So the last page that I'm on is here, which is 126. Okay, so first things first, I need to go to my blank pages. So I'm just going to scroll all the way down to the bottom because I know that's where my blank pages are. Let's go to 199. So I'm going to select at the top, which is then going to give me my little boxes, so my little circles. I'm going to click on there. I'm going to go up here and click on copy. It's going to copy that slide, and then I'm going to go over here and click done. So close that. And obviously I'm going back to the page that for you might be a completely different template. So now that I'm here, I'm going to click on this page just so that I know that that's the page that I want it to select. I'm going up to my 4 little squares at the top. Again, it's now put the blue lines around the slide that I'm currently on. You see that? So we're going to click on that, make sure that is the one. We're going to go up here to our plus. And again, this is our current page. We want to select after and we want to paste page. So if I paste the page, you'll see, if I now go here, the blue lines around my pasted page, which is a blank, and here is the last page. So I'm going to go back into my new blank page and I'm going to do the same as before. Slide up from the bottom with your finger to bring your files up. I'm going to press and hold, drag it off to the side, and again I'm going to select it. I'm going to press copy. I'm going to press on the Y over here and I'm going to select paste. Now I can shut my files, and now I can resize my project thread converter. And again, if I click on my 4 squares, you'll see I've now got 2 of those. So 1 there and 1 there. So that is how we get the inserts into the planner, and how we also duplicate the blank pages and then place the blank spreads at various intervals wherever you like within your planner. So I hope that this video helps, and for those of you that now are going to go and head off over and purchase one of the thread bundle packs, I hope you like it. If you do have any problems or you get stuck, please send me a message on the Etsy, and of course I will get back to you and help you as best I can. But thank you so much again, everyone, for all of your support and for all of the lovely feedback, and for all of those that were waiting in the wings patiently for the thread bundle pack. I hope you like it. So until next time, bye bye for now.